Hello and welcome to the first episode of Near Plays WWF SmackDown. This game had a profound impact on my life. This was the game that introduced me to professional wrestling, which I don't talk about a ton on my channel here, but it's a pretty big part of my life. Like, there was a few years where I did wrestling review videos. I've run several wrestling websites, role-playing and other discussion-based sites. I run a handful of YouTube channels dedicated to wrestling in one regard or another. It's all because I liked playing this game once, basically. I wasn't allowed to watch wrestling as a kid. It was my parents thought it was too violent, too crude, and it was the 90s, so they were right. Like the late 90s specifically, when I started getting interested in it. But they did let me play this game. I played it with some of my friends. My friends brought it over, and I played it with them. I would play at my friends' houses. Eventually, I decided to buy a copy of the game, but by then SmackDown 2 had come out. So I never owned this game until very recently when I bought it online. Because this was the old game by the time I actually bought my own copy of it. But I'm happy to revisit it. This one, we'll be doing the career mode, of course. And this one I don't know the career mode very well because, again, I only played this specific game with my friends. And so I only played like exhibition modes and matches where I would play with them. There's no SmackDown file. We should be able to create a file, though. Hopefully I have enough space here. Yeah, let's do a save. Yeah, it's saving. Okay, so I guess we have enough space. That's good. I wasn't sure. I don't have the requirements because I don't have the original box here, but we'll turn autosave on. Might slow things down a little bit. So we'll overwrite our save data here. That's something that I won't be showing every time it pops up. But yeah, this episode, what we're going to need to do first is create a superstar. You need an original character to play in the career mode. So we won't be started with any storyline stuff this episode, probably. I don't think this will probably take up the whole time. So we'll start with, let's go to create a superstar. Make a profile first, I guess. As good a name as Default Man is, let's see if we can come up with something else here. Oh, that's a bad noise. Okay, let's see. We've got a good number of spaces here. Let's go with Johnny. Johnny's always a good wrestling name. Johnny, I don't know. Let's go with Johnny Wrestle Guy. Yeah, that's good. Okay, we probably won't have enough space for, or maybe we will have enough space for that whole thing here. Well, let's just go with Wrestle Guy. Yeah, I was gonna call him Wrestle Man, but I thought, that's too formal. Johnny's pretty laid back. He's gonna be a pretty chill dude, I think. So he's more of a Wrestle Guy than a Wrestle Man. There we go. Wrestle Guy. Okay, and this, I don't know if how many of these games I'm gonna play, but that'll probably be the name we use for every created character. So we can set question marks as our age, or really any age we want here. Wrestle Guy I think he's pretty young. He's 21, just started able to drink. I'm surprised that's as low as you can go. I'm surprised you can go all the way to 18. He's a guy. He's from. I can set my own. I can set my own location. Okay, so let's see. He's from WWF City, which is the old school version of WWE City from the Scooby-Doo movies. Scooby-Doo WWE movies. I think it was called WWE City. Or WrestleMania City or something like that. His favorite superstar. You know what? There's some good options here. I'm just gonna have his favorite wrestler be my favorite wrestler, The Undertaker. And then his entrance movie. Well, it has to be Mr. Ass, right? Mr. Ass is the best entrance movie in the whole game, hands down. So there we go. That's our profile. Now we'll set our appearance. The appearance setting in this game is very simple. You get a head, an upper, and a lower. That's really it. So there's 63 heads. Let's go backwards. We'll get to the more interesting ones faster. Like this robot head. Most of the heads are real people, and then I guess this is just some guy they took a photo of and then added stuff onto to make a couple other extra heads. I don't know what this James Ellsworth looking one here is. Yeah, I don't know who that guy is. That might end up being what we use. I don't even remember that one. I remember this guy very well. I remember that guy, Michael Cole looking dude here. Oh hey, this is to make this looks like Sub-Zero. I like this head. Got some good options. Obviously Jason, generic luchador masks here. Once we start getting to the in-game wrestlers, I'm going to stop caring as much. Yeah, look at this. Oh, I'm so happy that there's so many great options here. Samurai head. I'm not going to be able to pick just one, am I? Okay, and then, oh, there's this wrestling mask with the eagle head. This giant head. This guy's got a big head. Some of these might be people I'm supposed to recognize. Like, there's Devon Dudley, okay. And there's the actual Michael Cole. That's how Michael Cole looks in this game, I'm pretty sure. Looks like maybe Farouk. So yeah, we're getting into the real people here. I think that was Steve Blackman. Somebody, I'm not positive, I mixed up. I remember I would select real wrestlers' heads a lot, because I didn't like a lot of these ones when I was a kid. I don't know why. Like, this guy looks great. This is definitely like a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure character. Let's see, what's a good one? We've got this knight, got the robot, kind of like the samurai. I don't know, I really want this dinosaur head. That's one I remember very well. Same thing with the bodies, we go backwards, we get more interesting ones. I'm going to scale through these a little bit. I don't think there's quite as many good ones as there were heads. Like, I think, like there's ones that are meant to match certain heads. You may recognize some of these bodies going with some of the heads we passed. But really, there's not too many great options. What I want to do for the upper is the robot one, because I remember whenever the robot throws a punch, his fist gets bigger, and I always thought that was funny, and so I'm going to use it. Okay, and then we've got the lower. I don't remember any of the lowers. Like, obviously, they match. I don't want to get the one that matches, so that's kind of lame. What if we got this better here? These tattooed legs, samurai-y. I think, yeah, I want to go with something that's different than the other two. I haven't given this any thought beforehand, I'm just kind of thinking on the fly here. Clown pants seems good. Or you could have cowboy pants. Those are pretty cool. You know what, let's go with the clown pants. He needs some color. Like, I actually kind of like this design because the pants are almost the same color as his head. But I think the clown pants probably add a little bit of much needed color. Let's get a tall guy. He can be tall and skinny. The skin color is not going to matter here too much. Oh, it does change the robot's color though. That's good to know. Let's see. Definitely don't want the default. Maybe the red one kind of matches the clown pants a little bit. Okay. And then you get to choose what weapon they start with in a hardcore match. As far as I can remember, this was the only game that did that. Maybe 2 did. What's a good one? Oh, Pierre. I like Pierre. Pierre's a head from like a hunter's wall. Let's do Pierre. Okay. Finished. Alright, so that's our appearance. This Johnny Wrestle guy. Then we get to make his personality. This could get a little complicated here. I think he's a roughneck type. Yeah, that's going to reset the default moves. That's okay. Characteristics here. Okay, so we get... Yeah, this is going to choose some of our opening stuff. It's interesting you can do one specific for a certain title. But he's good looking. Yeah. I guess that's the only one. You only get one. Okay. That's probably going to come back to bite me. And then... I don't know, do we... Oh, we have some points to dish out initially. So, the moves are broken up into different types, so you can see it's power, speed, tech, and rough, which was the same as the style we picked. And you can do skill, which lets you gain moves of that type faster. Attack makes it so those attacks do more damage. Defense makes it so you take less damage from those attacks. Or maybe that you can counter them easier. So let's go ahead and raise our Roughneck attack quite a bit here. Since we have a Roughneck moveset, and I'm not planning to change the moveset, we wanted that pretty high up. Go ahead and get some more skill too. And then defense. We'll get like some defense there, maybe some defense here. Some defense against power. Let's see, and speed. Yeah, okay, defense against each of them. So we couldn't get speed all the way up. That's okay. You will earn points in the story mode, or the career mode, that will make it easier for us to work with. So, let's go with average and attack. That sounds good. Okay. This kind of stuff I'm not quite as interested in for this playthrough. Let's give Deborah the fighting pose. I'm not going to choose all of these moves. We might change them later, but there's a lot of moves. It would just take a long time, and I don't really care. Let's go ahead and change our... and we don't have any extra special moves. We can change the name of our suplex, though, which I think would be good. We'll change it to... yeah, we're the type of wrestler that puts our name in everything, so we'll call it the Wrestle Guy Plex. Yeah, that'll be good. Wrestle Guy... I'm really sorry how long this takes me to type, but I forget what letters are sometimes. There we go. Wrestle Guy Plex. Okay, favorite move. Oh, we can choose any of the moves here to be our... Yeah, that's okay. Hard Scoop Slam's good. We don't need to change any more names. Maybe later. We should be able to edit all this later. Skipping seems like a good appealing. Appealings are taunts. I don't know why they're called appealings in this game. Swing hips also sounds good. And then for a winning move, there's a lot of good ones. I don't even know... Let's see, I think sexual walking is the Ric Flair strut. I don't think we want that. Let's see. Because this is just what's going to play at the end of a match when we win. Ooh, finger appealing, that's good. I'm pretty sure that's just flipping off the camera. And then entrance move. I don't remember most of the way the entrances are animated in this. Like, I remember how they look, but I don't remember what each person's specific entrance is. Let's just go with Val Venus. That'll be good. Val Venus's move with Mr. Ass's Titantron. That'll be good. Let's make... I think Johnny Muscle Guy should be a bit more feminine. So the woman animation actually takes longer to get in and out of the room. The ring. So maybe we don't want that. That'll slow us down. Let's just do normal, I guess. I wanted to change those, but I think it might. Woman and Overload both tend to take up too much time. So now we should be done. Completion. So yeah, we'll save that, and then let's go ahead and do our first match. We'll do one match this episode, just because, well, we've got some time. That didn't take quite as long as I thought it might, mostly because I didn't edit the moves. That's the thing that always took for so long when I was a kid playing this. So, there's lots of great things in here. I love create a pay-per-view, and like you can keep track of the belt record and your rankings. But what we want is season mode. Now, season mode's breaking into two parts. I think we're going to try to do both parts here. I might end up having to break it up and play a different game in between, depending on how long they take. But you have to do the preseason mode, and once you've beaten that, then you can go into season. We'll start a new preseason here with Wrestle Guy, who's going to start as number 37th place in the whole roster. And every game starts the same, but in preseason mode is where you set up who your friends and enemies are going to be in the regular season. It's also where you get to finalize a lot of your stats and things like that. But here we go, Vince McMahon himself, the owner of the company, comes by. There's no actual dialogue in this game, but it describes things to us. Anyway, it says he sees potential in me, and it goes by pretty quickly there. I was too busy explaining how the cutscenes worked to actually read what it said. But I remember it pretty well. Basically, he says that he sees potential in me, and he's looking forward to seeing what I do. So, here's where we can edit our stats and stuff once we've earned some points. And so we're just going to go into our first match against Al Snow. I am going to lose this match. I'm just going to say that right now. There's no way I'm going to win this. I don't have enough stats. And it's been too long since I've played it. Okay, whoa, lag there for a second. Oh, cool, look at my hands. They turn into... Yeah, the robot hands change depending on what his motion's supposed to be. But man, is it lagging. This is my disc that's lagging, I'm positive. Because it was fine up until now. But the video was too much for it. With these Titantrons, or the entrances, I'm going to show them the first time that we meet a new character, but you're not going to see like Wrestle Guy come out every single match. If I fight Al Snow again, I'm not going to play it again, even though it's, again, lagging like crazy here. But the disc is clean. It's just not handling these videos well at all. I don't know why. It didn't even show Al Snow. He didn't even pop up on the screen. Maybe I need to check the disc again. Maybe it's got a scratch on it or something I didn't know about. Anyway, see if I can remember what any of the buttons even do. Okay, so that's fun. Alright. It's gonna take a little while to get used to all this. But yeah, the hands, basically, when they animated the characters, they had different types of hand motions each one could do. There's like an open hand and a fist. And with the robot, they got creative and decided to give it different ones. So like, he's got normal hands now, but he had the claws when he was coming out. And then when he throws a punch, it turns into like a boxing glove. I love the robot body just for that. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, when I was a kid, I had to play this on easy to ever get anywhere. We're playing it on normal now, which is good. It's like easy would probably still be too hard at this point because again, we don't have any stats. We're just a jobber. We can't do V matches, so if I lose, I lose, and I'm definitely going to lose. But especially since I can't seem to grab him here. Okay. Whoa, you just slid right under me. So we're going to lose for a while. I'm going to do my best. Like, I'm not giving up or anything, but I just know for a fact I'm not going to be able to beat him. It's too... I'd have to be way, way more skilled than I am to be able to fight him at this strength level successfully. You can see the momentum bar, which builds up your finishers, which is basically an automatic win. I didn't mean to pin him there. That's just lack of practice. His momentum bars filled up a lot more than ours, even though he hasn't had a ton more offense than we have. But it is easier for him to hit us and to avoid being hit by us. So I don't know our moves. Also, I'm learning what our default moveset here is because I haven't. I don't remember it. It's been a long time since I played this game. I'm too beaten up to counter. Oh, there we go. I actually was able to throw him back out of the ring. Let's see. I'm trying to remember how to taunt. There we go. We did a little bit of a taunt there. Got us with the drop toe hold though. Boy, this is... As soon as he gets that finisher, or as soon as he hits us with it, I should say, it's going to be over. It'll be impossible for me to count. Like, literally impossible for me to kick out if he hits us with the finisher, and he's about to get it. When the bar fills up... Why is that not a rope break? My head's clearly in the ropes. This wasn't an Extreme Rules match, or a hardcore match, or anything like that. Okay. For a second I thought he was going to be able to beat us without hitting the finisher. That would have been really embarrassing. But, yeah, see, with him, we can't even get a one count. I can try pinning him a whole bunch, but it's not going to do a lot of good. Oops. I accidentally pressed square when I meant to hit X. Square counters and X attacks, and I'm probably going to get those confused a lot. I tried to counter that, but I did not. I'm not even sure if I can. He went for a moonsault instead of the pin. I wonder why. I can't seem to get up. There we go. Okay. So maybe we still have a chance. I don't know. We're pretty freaking hurt because of that. And we might actually get our finisher here, which would be cool. There we go. I don't remember how to do it. I think it's a shoulder button, but I'm not positive. Maybe I should have looked that up before we came in here. But let's see. This does like a taunt. I'm looking for a button that doesn't appear to do anything. And it looks like one of the R buttons, probably. So we're gonna try those when he's stunned. Well, it didn't seem to work. I don't know if I was out of position. Our finish is just a suplex, so I should be able to do it pretty easily. Yeah, I can't. Nothing's working. Okay, I did it again. I seem to do it mostly when I'm running, where I counter when I mean to do an attack. Ah, boy. Okay. I was so happy when we actually were able to get a finisher, because I didn't think I'd be able to. I did a test run of the game briefly, just to make sure I remembered enough about it to actually be able to play it, and to know what the story mode looked like. Because I never played as a kid. So I did the test run, and in the test run I lost like my first 5 matches, and that's about... I won a match, and that was about the point where I stopped. But I can't, for the life of me, remember how to do a finisher. I'll have to look that up before next time if I can't figure it out here. But he's countering everything so much that I'm not getting much of a chance to really even try it. Boy, I'm just mashing buttons right now, hoping to get lucky and hit it. Oh, I did it. My taunt, that's good. I didn't mean to. Ah, boy. Now he's got his finisher for a second time, too, because it's taken me so long to figure it out. I just don't know. Wait, it flashed for a second that I had the opportunity to, but I didn't press the button fast enough. Mostly because I don't know what it is. Boy, I can't get a break. It's taking me so long to recover. By the time I get up, he's hitting me again. Oh boy. Okay. Just a little dance here. That'll make me feel better. Alright. Okay. Ah! Dang it! He grabbed me again. Okay. Well, yeah, I said we were going to be able to win, but then when I got my finisher, I got hopeful. But now I can't seem to do anything anymore. He just hits me as soon as I'm standing. And I can't seem to counter anything. Dang it, I tried. That might be... I don't even know how to counter finishers. He knocked us out. Dang it. It's so frustrating, because I thought we actually had a chance for a minute. But I pressed everything when I had, I don't know. But we just didn't get many opportunities to hit it, because the one time it flashed that we could do the SmackDown, where it said SmackDown over our name, was for like a quarter of a second. It just didn't work. So we've got the whole card here. I'm going to skip through it. But that's going to be it for this week. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys had fun. There's all the matches. Hopefully you guys saw them. I didn't bother looking at them too much. So we'll come back at this May House show next time. And I will make sure I know how to do finishers then. Because I thought I knew. But it didn't work. So either I just didn't have enough time to do it, or I was wrong. But whatever the case, I'll be positive when we come back next week. And we'll start into real story mode instead of just doing like a random one-off jobber match. So I'll see you guys then. Bye.